Hello, this is part 3 of my series, The Bible, the Rich and the Poor. In this one, I am going to explain what Jesus and Paul had to say, and James had to say about the rich. Of course, one of the most famous things in this is Matthew 19:23. Then Jesus said to his disciples, "Truly I tell you, it's hard for someone who is rich to enter the kingdom of heaven. Again, I tell you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for someone who is rich to enter the kingdom of heaven." And the rich young man turned away from Jesus because he loved his wealth. And excuse me. Sorry. Being wealthy is not a sin, but if that's all you think about, and if you live for money, that is a sin. Luke 1:52-53. This is part of Mary's song. He has brought down rulers from their thrones, but has lifted up the humble. He has filled the hungry with good things, but has sent the rich away empty. He has helped his servant Israel, remembering to be merciful. Again, if he sends the rich away empty. Just thought. And in Luke 12, the parable of the rich fool, the man who said, "This is what I'll do. I'll tear down my barns and build bigger ones, and there I store my surplus grain. And I'll say to myself, you have plenty of grain laid up for many years. Take life easy, eat, drink, and be merry." But God said to him, "You fool, this very night your life will be demanded of you. Then who will get what you have prepared for yourself?" Money. Money is transitory. God is forever. Next is Luke 6, from the Sermon of the Plain, which is kind of similar to the Sermon of the Mount, but slightly different. Luke 6:24. "But woe to you, O rich, for you have already received your comfort. Woe to you who are well fed now, for you will go hungry. Woe to you who laugh now, for you will mourn and weep." Against people who are living for today. "But woe to you, O rich, for you have already received your comfort," meaning basically your comfort, your reward is here on earth, not in the kingdom of heaven. And he mentions the rich young ruler in all the synoptic gospels, Matthew, Mark, and Luke. 1 Timothy 6:8-10. But if we have food and clothing, we will be content with that. Those who want to get rich fall into temptation and a trap, and into many foolish and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. The love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. Some people eager for money have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs. Money is not evil. Money is a tool. But if that's all you care about, if that's all you want to do is increase your wealth, that is a sin. And I do believe that conservative economic policies just serve money. (1 Timothy 6:17) Command those who are rich in this present world not to be arrogant, nor to put their hope in wealth, which is so uncertain, but to put their hope in God, who richly provides us with everything for our enjoyment. Have faith in God. Don't have faith in your money. James 1:11, For the sun rises with scorching heat and withers the plant. Its blossom falls and its beauty is destroyed. In the same way, the rich will fade away, even while they go about their business. James talks a lot about the abuse of the poor at the expense of the rich. The rich at the expense of the poor. Listen, my dear brothers and sisters, has not God chosen those who are poor in the eyes of the world to be rich in faith, and to inherit the kingdom he promised those who love him? But you have dishonored the poor. Is it not the rich who are exploiting you? Are they not the ones who are dragging you into court? Are they not the ones who are blaspheming the noble name of him to whom you belong? When you serve money, when you're rich in your pocketbook, but not rich toward God and rich to your neighbor, you'll just fade away. James 5. Warning to rich oppressors. Now listen, you rich people, weep and wail because of the misery that is coming on you. Your wealth is rotted, and moths have eaten your clothes. Your gold and silver are corroded. The corrosion will testify you and eat your flesh like fire. You have hoarded wealth in the last days. Now, with a huge income inequality gap, that's what the rich are doing. They're hoarding their wealth. Revelation 3:17. You say, I am rich, I have acquired wealth and do not need a thing. But do you not realize that you are wretched, pitiful, poor, blind, and naked? And talking about the whore of Babylon, Revelation 18:3. For all the nations have drunk the maddening wine of her adulteries. The kings of the earth committed adultery with her, and the merchants of the earth grew rich from her excessive luxuries. Now, I do believe that the church and politicians who have married themselves with the economic elite is the whore of Babylon. You can't serve God and money. You can't love God with your mind, soul, body, and strength, and love your neighbor as yourself if you care that much about money. And so I think I made my point here that the conservative economic policies and those who support them are walking a very dangerous path. God bless you.